Hello there, welcome to my deck profile for Nubatama the Ninja Clan, consisting of cards from BT 1 and 13. This is not a very popular clan played by people, but it's still a very strong clan if you do very fantastic combos. Alright, let's start off with our starting Vanguard. Her name is Kuroko. Her skill is Soul Blast 1. When she boosts a Nubatama Vanguard and the attack hits, she may retire 2 units, up to 2 units in the buying zone. So some people play 1, some people play 2 of it, depending on the situation. Okay, so I'll stick to 1 for these. Let's go through the triggers. Standard 4 criticals, 4 stands, which gives 3k power when you soul charge it. Okay, gives 3k power to a Nubatama to be exact. Okay, next, these little birds, draw triggers, and of course the little princess, huge triggers. Let's go through the great ones. Okay, Mijin Gakure, perfect cards, standard. And this is a Dreadmaster from BTO1. Okay, its skill is Counter Blast 1 when it boosts a Nubatama unit and attack hits. And if your opponent has more cards than you in his or her hand, you may ask him to discard one. Very strong card. Dropping for dropping the opponent's same size. Okay, now next is Fuki. Her skill is Counter Blast 1 Soul Charge, and if your opponent has 3 or more cards in his hand, you may bind. And of course, you choose the card to bind it. Okay, and of course, a Sakura Fubuki, aka Vanilla. I have 2 of them. Up next is the Great Twos. This is my favorite bears. Okay, his name is Tamahagane. Okay, his skill is when called to Vanguard or Rearguard circle, you may bind 1 unit in a field, in your opponent's field to be exact. Okay, pretty cool card. And of course, up next is this guy is called Kokujo. Yes, that's his name. Sorry, I'm not very good with names. So its power, its skill. Sorry, its skill is when you have a Nubatama on your Vanguard, and for each unit in the buying zone, it adds 2k power, so it can get really big if you're buying like maybe a full field, which I will explain later which card can do that. And I have 3 10k vanillas. His name is Oborozakura. Okay, let's go through the boss cards. Awesome boss cards. This is Kujikiri Kongo. Okay, his skill is when a Nubatama rides over this unit, your opponent has to choose a card to discard and choose another card to bind. Okay, and of course, with the same as any break right unit, it adds 10k power. And if your opponent has 3 or less cards in his or her hand, sorry, it adds additional 2000 power. So it's a pretty cool one. So you can bind the hand, and you can add power to to your Vanguard. Okay, let's go through. This is the other boss card that's really great, awesome guy. His name is Kabuki Kongo. Okay, his skill is Counter Blast 1. Bind the entire opponent's field. Okay, and what it if there is 3 or more cards in the bind zone, it adds 10,000 power. So it is a really powerful card, and you can actually Counter Blast 1 to have an additional 2,000 power. So this is his skill. Alright, it's a really straightforward deck. The components are really simple, and I hope you enjoy this deck profile, and stay tuned for more. Hopefully I can upload more, and I hope you enjoy this video, and for the climax sleeve, awesome, right? And peace.